We're going to start week 3 off with some partner drills. Here we're going to level change. The key here for this level change is not to push up and level change down like this. You want to push up as you're level changing and then turn the corner. Alternatively, you can also level change and lift as opposed to turning the corner just like this. Partner drill number 2, you're just knee sliding through the legs. Your partner is standing with their feet wide and you are just going to knee slide through the legs like this, changing levels and making sure that you don't hurt your partner. Partner drill number 3, these are called Shin Circles. You're going to start with your partner having inside butterfly hooks and you're going to stand on your skis like this. You're going to put pressure on the shins for some shin to shin circling. You're going to circle to the inside, point your knees to the outside and do it again. Make sure that your knee is pointing the same direction as your toes. Once you get the inside position, encourage your partner to wall walk backwards and reinsert the butterfly hooks, and then you do it again. Then you repeat it until time runs out. So right here, we're going to cover the double leg takedown. So it's really important in jiu-jitsu when you double leg to turn the corner, because if you don't turn the corner and you knee slide and hit the floor, you can end up in someone's closed guard. So right here, we're showing a transition that if you turn the corner from a double leg takedown, you can go straight into shin circles. And that leads us into the fly-by pass right to the knee on belly or the side control. So the 2 main techniques for this week are the double leg takedown, turning the corner and passing right into side control, as well as the side control escape, the very, very, very basic traditional hip escape or the shrimp. So right here, we're going to make sure we're bridging sideways to our head. As we push away, we're going to make an interior frame. That interior elbow knee connection is really, really, really important in order to get your guard back. Let's see it here with a partner. I'm going to make sure that my wrists are not in danger of getting wrist locked. So I'm going to use my forearms as frames. If I use my hands as frames here, he can wrist lock me and tap me. So I'm going to bridge sideways right here before I push, and I'm going to shoot my bottom leg in. If I shoot my top leg, I can get folder passed, so my interior frame comes in before my exterior frame, and now I can reclose my guard. So now let's put this together into a flow drill. Malcolm's going to change levels and go for a double leg takedown, and then he's going to put my feet to the floor and go right into a fly-by pass. I'm going to prevent the full pass from happening by bridging immediately and closing my guard. In the advanced class, we're going to cover basic Kimura and Americana and armlock traps from the side control. Right here, I'm going to step over the head with my elbow, and now I'm going to attack the Kimura. It's really important to stay tight and apply good hip positioning here, because now I'm going to create what's called a paintbrush. So now I'm going to paint the floor with Malcolm's arm. I'm going to pull him up. Alternatively, I can also step over his head and make the submission even tighter. Now, if Malcolm straightens his arm out, I'm going to shift my weight down a little bit, and I'm going to bring my forearm to his elbow and switch the grips. Now, if he starts to bend his arm, I'm going to switch grips once again, create the paintbrush once again, and go for the Americana, just like this. Now that we have an urgency of not getting submitted when in side control, we're going to go into 3 different escapes from side control. So here is a pretty basic one here. I'm going to stick the thumb in the back of his collar and once again use my forearm as a frame. I'm going to bridge sideways, just like this. And I'm going to use the thumb in the collar to push away and pull him in. Now, when I do that, I'm going to be able to retain my guard much easier. Sometimes they step over your arm. In this case, I'm going to go for a shovel. So I'm still going to stick my thumb in the collar. And now I'm going to shimmy up until my head is outside. If I try to twist my hips and pendulum my hips with my head underneath his body, I can crank my neck and I will not have an easy time getting out. But if my head's on the outside, I can pendulum to his head. So the final one here is going to be a more difficult side control escape. It's if it's very, very, very tight. He traps your framing arm here. He pushes it off. Now, it's really important that I don't let him get into that arm triangle position. So when he does this, I need to bring my elbow down. So again, Malcolm traps my framing arm. I need to pressure down on his head just like this. And now I'm going to raise my hand and get into my shovel. But before that, I'm going to grab Malcolm's belt. It's going to help me get my shovel position just like this. I'm going to clasp my hands like a gable grip, and I'm going to walk and shimmy, shimmy, shimmy until we are on the same line. And now I'm going to bridge and reverse the position right into a north-south position. That's it for week 3, guys. Keep training hard. See you next week.